Welcome back, everybody, to the Best Worst Podcast, the RAWW Live Show. I'm Frankie J. We got Mama Joe, T.O., the know-it-all for today, and Tommy D. We're back for another week. Got a good one in store for you. Wherever you're watching, everybody, just so you know, drop comments either on Instagram, Twitter, our Facebooks, or YouTube. We can see your comments. And why don't we get things started off with T.O. with his news we don't really need to use.
All right. 1991, the election of Boris Yeltsin. He was elected easily as the Russian president. 1929, Anne Frank was born.
Whoa.
You know where she was from?
No.
Tom knows.
Hungary?
Germany.
Yeah, I knew that.
The Diaries of Anne Frank.
That's a good one.
Yep. 1981. Here's one for Mr. Movie Buff over here.
Oh, boy.
Frankie Ja. That would be your stage name.
Spit it out.
Frankie Ja.
Spit it out.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh, yeah. Love that one. Indiana Jones.
In 1980.
Gotti
79?
81.
Wow.
Gotti
Directed by
Steven Spielberg.
Starring
Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Correct. There it is. 1939. This is the last one.
Hurry up.
The Cooperstown in New York held its first Baseball Hall of Fame induction ceremony.
Whoa.
Can you give me two names of the people that were in there?
Yogi Berra?
No,
Oh, wait. Hornus Wagner.
Yep.
Hornus Wagner and that other dude.
Ty
Yes.
Cobb.
Yep. And Babe Ruth.
Yep. See? I knew one of
You
them.
want to know what National Day it is?
Oh, boy.
National Peanut Butter Cookie Day.
Oh, my God.
I love me a good peanut butter cookie.
Yeah.
Soft, though. I like the soft ones, not the hard ones.
Peanut butter chips?
It's not what
Or
she
just
said.
peanut butter? Like the ones with the fork marks?
Yeah.
I like the fork marks.
Do you
Yes.
like the ones with the little Hershey's in them?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I always take the Hershey's out.
Why?
That is my favorite cookie.
Without the Hershey's.
I don't know.
Thumbprint cookie. No, that's not thumbprint.
Thumbprint. What is thumbprint?
Oh, they just
They
put a
had
little
jelly.
Hershey in them.
They had jelly in them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, those are good. But
Those
it's
are
not
good.
that National Cookie Day yet, Tom. It's National Loving Day.
Ooh.
We
Well,
could all use it. It should be every day.
All
shouldn't it?
you need is
Yes,
love.
it should be.
should be.
Should be
Yeah.
every day.
Red Rose.
I want the Beatles back. What was that?
Yeah, National Red Rose Day.
Okay.
And
That's
the
every day.
last one is National Jerky Day.
Ooh, we're eating some pork jerky and beef jerky as we speak. How about that?
Is that your favorite kind?
I like them. The tender bites, those suckers are good. $22 a pack. They're worth it. And they fill you up.
How about salmon jerky?
No,
Ugh.
Deer jerky.
no,
Make your own.
no.
Oh, it's good.
Deer jerky. Yeah, very good.
Yeah,
No.
very good.
I don't eat that shit.
Come on.
No, I don't. Joanne, do you eat venison?
No, I don't.
Do you eat crocodile and rattlesnake?
It is one of the most clean meats out there.
Well, of course, Mr. Vietnam over here would know.
Very good.
But it is. It's very good for you, too.
I bet it isn't.
I wonder what the deer in Vietnam
Well, why
are called.
don't we harvest it then?
Because it's not good.
Why don't we harvest deer?
We do.
Yeah.
Well, you have a hunting license. You can harvest deer.
I know,
Todd's
but we do it for cows. Why don't we do it for
Oh, I
deer?
think we would
We
wipe
do
the
it for
population.
lambs, those poor little lambs.
Yeah.
So we're gonna jump into a topic that oddly enough Tio and I had, I don't want to say a heated conversation, but it ended up being a good one. It was an argument, and I'm gonna let Todd kind of bring it up because he's the one that originally brought it up.
Is this
And
my PTSD post?
Yes, and I'm gonna put the number up early tonight, and that way if anybody wants to call in, text, or leave a voicemail along with commenting on any other platforms, go ahead. But yeah, Tio,
I think
Mr. I don't have a degree in neuroscience or psychiatry.
I
Go
think
ahead.
what happens is when I make posts, a lot of people just read the headlines and they don't go into it and see what the doctor says or read what the article actually says.
You mean like the real news?
You get caught in the clickbait. Okay.
That's right.
Which
So
is
what my point was on the there is no PTSD is that every single person deals with grief
Mhm,
always, all the time.
mhm.
And it's how you handle it. And some people were not born into a loving family. Like Joanne said, what do kids need? Unconditional love, number one.
Yeah.
Some people who don't grow up in that kind of a household don't learn the proper coping skills. Okay, that's what this article
Well,
is
you
saying.
took some fucking notes
It's
today.
not saying that everybody or nobody has PTSD or that it's invisible. That's not true.
Well,
It's learning and teaching people how to cope without putting them on meds. Because here's a statistic for you I've dug up here. How many Americans are on prescription drugs?
too many.
66%. Okay.
I'll say
I
too
would have
many.
said
Two out
75.
of three, dude. 2 out of 3 people are on meds. Okay. Some kind of prescription drug. From the age from 0 to 11, 27%. What the fuck? Why? What are we doing?
I don't know.
Seriously. Okay. 0 to 11, 27%. 12 to 19, 46.7. That's almost half the children. For what?
Okay.
Why?
Okay.
Adderall, Ritalin.
Explain it
Because
to me
we
though.
can't-
What for?
I'll
What?
explain it to you. I'll totally explain it
No
to you.
other country does this.
Oh, yes,
No
they
other
do.
country has
Um,
mass shootings running amok. No
I
other
don't know.
country.
That you would have to, I'd have to do the research on that. But technically, we started using
wait.
Ritalin. What?
Wait. You said I know, and then you said I got to do the research. You don't know. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
No. About the other countries.
Oh.
Here, we do it, and we were doing it since the early 80s, mid 80s.
Damn.
Um,
All the time. Not
early
really.
90s, where what it is that how come all of a sudden we have all this ADHD, we have all this, it used to be called Asperger's, now it's called high functioning autism. Okay, Todd, you're going to tell me that it's all because of all the vaccines.
Todd's
But what
got
happens, what?
Todd's got Asperger's.
Well, but what happens is this, it existed when I was growing up. I won't say, I'm not allowed to use the word of the ones that we put on the back of the bus and what we called them.
What, retarded?
Yeah.
I'll say it. I have a mentally retarded brother. I can see retarded.
Okay. So, but we don't, let me just finish one thing. We don't know how to deal with it.
No,
Part of this stuff is really dealing with the human being and dealing with the disease. Instead, we would rather medicate, because then it makes it easier for the school system to deal with it, easier for the parent to deal with it. And I think that's maybe why you got all these college kids who are being, part of what are they being part of? The tribe or whatever you want to call them, a cult.
Fraternities?
No, not fraternities. Fraternities actually are probably better.
Like the movie Old School, the guy in the dark.
We're the leading at 66%. The next one is Canada at 55.
All right.
That's interesting because Canada has a smaller population than most countries.
Not really.
It's bordered right next to us.
They got Saskatchewan everywhere. I mean, Canada goes on forever. It's like the never-ending country.
Yeah, I know, but it doesn't have a high population.
They should.
Compared to its mass.
We should send some of our assholes out of this country over there. Throw them in the middle of the cold winter mountains and see how they survive.
And see if they'll do it. But yes, we are over-medicated. And why?
Yes.
Why do you think we are?
So that was my point of the post.
I know why.
That instead of automatically giving children 0 to 11 medicine, why don't we figure out a better way?
Smack them when they're
I mean, we're promoting these single family homes with all the benefits that these people get is if they don't have a man in the house. And then we come back and say, oh, wait, maybe we do need them in the house because it helps the children grow up to be better adults and more capable to handle situations.
Can I say something?
You sure can.
Everyone's afraid to say what it is when a kid spazzes out in school, it's all about, oh, he's spazzing out because he's got ADHD and all these overused words and all this other crap. And instead of doing some workups and assessments of these kids and working with them for a few months to see maybe if there is something wrong with them, or are they just having a bad home life or something, fucked up with them, to go to that next level to maybe try a mild med. They get them on them too early, and then they become, like you said that word the other day, dependent.
Sure, and then you got
as you age, you get on stronger shit, and you go through the cycle of taking them all like I did, and then you're over medicated. But come to find out, 20 years after I was taking meds, I found out there was an actual root issue and medicated appropriately for the issue that was wrong with me, not what they were medicating me for my whole life. Even though I had issues on both ends, Yeah.
I don't know. Mental illness is a tough thing.
Well, You specifically said PTSD, and that kind of.
Well, and then you gave me the example of somebody in war who's seen, terrible things. But yeah, that person saw it. The guy right next to him saw it too, but he didn't end up the same way that guy did. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't. Everybody's different.
Everybody is different, but everybody sees the same thing and everybody processes it differently.
Yes.
Right. So somebody that might not bother for this year or 10 years or a decade, 20 years from now, all of a sudden they might be at a fireworks show or something, and something just triggers something, and they have they all of a sudden
meltdown.
It kicks in. Yeah. I mean, it might not happen right away because they still might have that adrenaline pumping. They're still readjusting to civilian life, or whoever had trauma is readjusting to trying to, like when my brother died in my hands doing CPR, it took me a while to process it to the point now where I understand it. It's behind me, but I still have those moments where it creeps up.
Don't you think taking those medicines just suppressed it and hid it until one day when you were like, I just can't run away from it no more. I have to get off these and face it. Isn't that what life is about? Facing the really tough times.
See, I think
I don't care how tough.
Hang on a minute.
Yeah, but
hang on.
We all can.
Wait. Okay, but where it is face it in the worst words.
More than 2/3 of people can.
No, but you act like that. There's people that most psych patients don't want to be on meds. Honestly. Yeah. Most people don't want to be on meds. The only ones that want to be on meds are the ones taking the opiates, the benzos, and getting high and shooting them in their arms and shit.
I'm not saying there's nobody. But I'm just saying it's sure as hell isn't 2/3.
Well, what I'm trying to tell you is, as a former heavy antidepressant medicine taker in my life, I never wanted to take the meds. I hated them. I fucking hated them. I still hate taking meds, but there are a couple that I need for a quality of life to a certain degree. But for the most part, I've worked through a different process and learned about who I am, what my problems are, and medicate appropriately. What you're trying to say is that people just get on the meds and they just want to stay on them and be lazy. There's a small percentage of people that might be that way.
Oh, I think it's larger. I think that we are let me take a pill. Like here, I'll give you a totally different analogy. You know that a lot of people who get headaches, usually a lot of times, it's because they're dehydrated. So if you go and drink a glass of water, that headache may go away. So we want instant gratification, and we want it for everything. We want instant answers. So you're going to get, I'm not quite sure that a lot of people who are on meds really want to get off them because it's easier. Come on. It is easier to just take a pill than it is to really face reality and to really
literally check into themselves in the hospital just to get
or it's easier to be on a statin than it is to try and maybe lower your eating habits or your cholesterol levels. Yes, there has been proof that people manufacture it, but diet, exercise, there's so much that can be. But we'd
say you're taking 19 prescription meds. Now all of a sudden you have a child.
Yeah, well,
you're a woman taking all these meds, kids in the womb. What the hell do you think is going to happen to the kid? Like, serious
I'm
question.
not saying
serious
I
question.
don't think that's a good thing.
Come over here. Come over here.
It's okay from your doctor. Without them, how could you be okay?
Say hi to Alex. Bye to Alex.
Hi,
That's
Alex.
One of my twin sons. That's the crew. There's the crew.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
You wouldn't have guessed what?
Loved him in that movie.
Yeah, great movie.
Loved him in the movie.
2011. I mean,
2012. That's a long time ago.
Hear them.
No, I can't.
Oh, jeepers.
He can't hear you.
Whatever it is, I'm sure it's positive words. Wouldn't make fun of me.
No, it was.
Oh, don't do that.
No, she's positive.
We keep your mind.
All right, he's going.
Yep.
I love you.
Bye.
Okay.
All right.
Kissy, bye bye.
There's a guy I work
bye bye.
with.
He's on his motorcycle. So get home before dark.
One guy I work with loves your son in the movie. He goes, they were such good actors. I love that movie. 2012.
Yeah. Like, right? They were pretty cool. They're good. It was a lot of fun. What?
Well,
a lot of drugs.
I don't know. This topic could go on forever because
it can.
Well, it really can.
You got to remember too, there's also people that are lawfully ordered to take medications. There's people or court ordered by judge. If you go off your medication, you're going to jail or back to the hospital. When you're in prison, if you're ordered to take medication, they make sure it gets down your throat. I mean, so there's all different reasons for high medications. Some people just straight up need medication because they're fucking crazy.
My point is not that it doesn't exist. My point is just that we are over medicated.
We are, but
overweight.
When you're a kid, the parents are lazy from the start and they want to put kids on pills because of all this new shit with the safe spaces and my kid's having panic attacks and anxiety and or ADHD because he's running in circles and outside playing and drinking out of the garden hose. Give me a fucking break.
I mean, 0 to 11.
I get it. I understand your point. I was just less defending the PTSD thing because you kind of put the meds in with PTSD, and that's kind of like drawing a fine line because there's really not a med designed that I know of, except for these antidepressants that directly is aimed towards PTSD. PTSD is just a mental disorder that I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
Mental disorder, and that's I'll come back to. Reagan took away all of the mental health facilities, everything, even though apparently they weren't working well. But we really have not focused on mental health.
We are now. It's like a big money maker.
Mm-hmm. That's what it's turned into.
Yeah,
everything's turned into a moneymaker. It's all about the money.
We gave Tom a pill. It's kicking in. See, Tom's not even.
He was at the buffet before here, and that's all he's thinking about.
The buffet. The buffet. You know what?
Let me in. I'm starving.
Tom, over medicated country or no?
According to a lot of statistics, yes, it is an over-medicated country. That's according to like I said, from other countries, how they medicate, it's totally different. Yes,
what about China?
Yes, we are.
Like Trump says,
China. No idea. China.
That's where a lot of our meds come from.
No, it is. I've said that too. But I mean, I take some prescription medication. I take it for lisinopril for high blood pressure, and it controls it. I mean, I'm sure I could probably. I've been on it for like the last 20 years, and then I take a thyroid medication.
Druggy.
But I can't. My thyroid's totally different. So
druggy.
That's it.
It's actually very odd for a male.
That's really the only prescription drug to take.
Yeah,
he's transitioning.
What about Viagra?
No, it is odd. Thyroid is more of a women's thing. I mean, that's the only medication that I take and have taken.
Yeah.
I will not take anything else.
Careful there, Pinky.
Yeah.
Say her, Pinky. No.
Yes, listen. I was told in I don't trust anybody with pink headphones.
And the guy had to call into work because he took Viagra.
Tell the story.
It was a while ago. I thought he was joking. Apparently, he told the truth. Said he took 2 pills.
How'd they verify?
Well, when nobody went over to check.
I mean, did he send a picture?
No,
selfie?
His girlfriend came in walking funny the next day, I think.
Wow.
No, I don't.
That's sweet.
But yeah, that was a funny one.
Ouch.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's Best Worst
I've
podcast
heard a lot.
right there.
Well,
you
heard a lot of funny.
You work the overnights. You're like a psychiatrist on the side, even though you're messed up.
Much. Well, hey.
I mean, you had a lady.
How many psychiatrists actually see psychiatrists? Probably a hell of a lot of them.
Pretty much all of them.
Exactly. So who better?
Well, what about this lady that broke down with you the one night at work? Some customer.
Oh.
Yeah.
The other day?
That? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was talking to this nice customer who was actually asking about
No, it was not. Dr. Jagus says it was early and Nixon got rid of the asylums after one flew over the cuckoo's nest. Nah. Well, let's Google that one. I disagree with the Dr. Jagus. And wait, and the release of a substance called vitamin H.
What's what?
Look that up.
No.
Ad live, Jagus.
I don't care.
Tell him to call in.
Call in.
Yeah.
Numbers on the screen.
It's ticking.
So yeah, I was talking to this girl.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, "Oh, I love your Wu-Tang ad." Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so. Well, we have a nice conversation after. She's like, "Hey, who are you? What's your name?" And I said, "I'm Todd." And she goes, "Are you on the
are you on
that Grand Island page?
Are you on meds?"
And I go, "Yeah." But I go, "Don't listen to anything I ever post on there. I just post crap on there to get a rise out of people." And she goes, "Yeah, you're like what?" I said, "A lot of people say I'm one of the nicest guys, but on there, I like to,
But but I will say this:
I've always been an antagonizer. Should I be on that?
Yes, you should be.
No.
Actually, there's times where I do want to kill you, though.
I like me.
I know you do. You love
Isn't
attention.
that what it's all about?
Yeah, but you like attention, good or bad, and that's kind of where you draw. You don't care if people hate you or like you, and that's fine. But you also poke at people that you want to like you and want to be your friends.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you're gonna walk around all day trying to please everybody, you're gonna be a very sad person. Somebody's gonna dislike you for something.
You're right.
No doubt about it.
I know.
Yeah. So what the hell?
Okay. I dislike you because you think that Keon Coleman is going to be a good wide receiver for the Buffalo Bills. Anyways,
Look at this.
Neither here nor there.
Whoa.
Low blow.
Oh,
Some info here. Ooh.
What do you got? What do you got, Joanne?
Insane asylums. Lots of
You
people.
got-
Not just a,
Yeah.
No president is known to have gotten rid of insane asylums because that's what it is. They were insane asylums and they were pretty terrible and cruel. Lobotomies in those days.
We got a call coming in. Why don't we
Oh,
take a call?
cool.
Yeah, let's take a call. Let's change it up here a little bit.
But it's everybody. It's called deinstitutionalization.
That's not hooked up. Hello? Hey, well, we got to get you on the... Hang on one second. My phone's screwed up over here. I'm doing real well. It won't...
technical support. Bluetooth.
Yeah, we're going to Bluetooth. Just 1 second. Hang tight.
Tom, I wish I got you a rose on National Red Rose Day.
Okay, we should be able to connect the call now. All right. You're on the air with RAWW Live.
Hey, Raw, what's up? This is Dr. Yeagas, and I'm calling because of we're talking about Richard Nixon, and so I think it was like 1974. So this is like the time One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest made like, I think it got like, I don't know, something crazy like 7 Oscars. And so now everyone is like kind of like aware of like, oh man, these mental asylums, I mean, they're like really crappy places. And to be fair, they were really crappy places.
How do you know?
But
were you there?
And
all right, I'm gonna first of all, 1974. I'm interrupting you. Was not Nixon.
Not that I'm liberty to say, but so anyway, it wasn't the only thing that came out around that time. There was something called, I'm probably screwing it up, but there was this drug that came out around this time, and it was nicknamed actually. It was nicknamed like Vitamin H, and the idea was that like someone like a police officer could get this to someone. And it would actually calm them down for a while. Huh. It was really effective, but the problem was after like, let's just say like 3 doses, you start developing Parkinson's. So now we're kind of in a world where, okay, we closed down all these mental asylums, due to ethics, but we don't really have anything really effective to, treat psychosis. So I don't know. Maybe that's why we got crazy people running around. I don't know.
A lot less people.
Nah.
There's lots of people running around just based on their being, their surroundings. I don't know. There's people in Niagara Falls that are polluted,
right,
from all the toxic waste out
that's
there.
Very true.
There's
Love Canal.
There's people that grow tails, dude. There's people out there. Women are getting hysterectomies before they're 30. That's not normal. It's like that movie Aaron Brockovich out there.
Yeah, but I do want to say 1975, you're using that year. That's when they were closed. Insane asylums were closed in 1975, and that was by Jimmy Carter. And that's exactly when One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest came out.
Jack Nicholson.
Right. Yeah. Well, hello.
You got zapped too.
So
that was a messed up film.
He set the pace for
what
me.
I was referring to is more mental health. Insane asylums were awful.
Yeah, they
they were awful.
Yeah, they weren't nice to people. They would tie them down and the needle and smack them and starve them. And
was it more electrical shock back then?
Well, that was real
Well,
electric
yeah,
shock.
lobotomies. Oh, please.
And they scoop some of your brain out too.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Just like Landon
I mean,
from
it was
Planet of
so
the Apes.
bad at some point where
Landon.
if you were like, what is it called? If you're what is it called when you're sensitive to flashing lights? Was it epilepsy?
Epilepsy.
Mhm.
Epileptic.
Yeah, like it's just yeah, like if you were. I'm like, okay, that's warranted for you to get thrown into a loony bin because flashing lights. I don't know, it's weird. So I don't know. It's kind of like, okay, so we failed with the solution, but we didn't fix the problem yet. So we're kind of like in this weird place where I think we're still more conscious about mental awareness. Okay, like this stuff is real. This is mental health is as important as treating the body itself. But like, do you think there's like other factors in society that's causing this thing?
Neighborhoods, poverty,
microplastics,
income, family dynamics, schooling, bullies, all kinds of stuff.
Chemicals in our food, vaccines. Let's
we did get a message here, and I mentioned Niagara Falls about people growing tails and having hysterectomies by 30. Gary Bald Singer messaged in, a good buddy of mine had colon cancer in his 20s, and he lived and grew up in the Love Canal, which is Niagara Falls. Prove my point. Thank you. Yeah. Appreciate that. One for me. Yeah. One for Frankie.
Well, the Love Canal is well documented.
Yeah, the streets glow, dude.
Yeah.
All
they did was bury it. They just put earth over it, buried it with dirt.
Yeah. And they called it
safe.
Yeah. Tom, you used to hang out in Niagara Falls, right?
You could tell.
Never at the Love Canal.
Why not?
No way.
You should have.
You had parents who said stay away.
Yeah. But people are buying houses there now because they're cheap and they think that they cleaned it up. Have fun. See you in 20 years when you're all
see you with the third arm.
Yeah, we know somebody, morons. But it is what it is. But Dr. Jagus, thanks for calling in. Great insight.
What's your name represent? Because Tom,
yeah, we've been trying to guess your name.
Tom said Dr. J last week.
No, it's named after a drink in that Simpson joke. Dr. Zayas, Dr. Zayas.
Oh, it's a Jaeger bomb. Jägermeister.
Oh, you're speaking to language over here.
The Simpsons, I love them.
Yeah.
All right, there it is.
That was it.
All right, take care. Thank you for picking up.
Yeah, call in again sometime. It was a good conversation.
Oh, definitely. Thank you. Take care.
Okay, take care. Good call. That was a good one. I had the phone all screwed up because I'm still a rookie over here with this machine.
A Wookie.
I still don't know what I'm doing. But man, that meta is really kicking in for Tom. So we're gonna start talking about something different.
Food. Get into food for Tom.
Let's get into food.
Chef Tom.
Come on, Chef Tom. What we were
Did
talking
they look
about
at you
yesterday.
funny when you walk into a buffet, Tom?
Yeah. Come on, Tom.
Say that again.
Do they look at you funny when you walk into a buffet?
I don't go to buffets.
Really?
Nope.
Why? They're the best.
Strap a feed bag on, pal.
Whoa.
You know what pisses me off?
I've worked too many buffets, man, I've seen people just, are you kidding me? You can come back, sir. You can come back.
You got hairy arms too.
So what?
Oh, I see. Like you're standing there and they're just loading up.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah, that's a jerk.
It's like it's like about this much, and they're like, just
we should be getting another call.
Prime rib on top of there.
Then he says, "Oh, they should be bringing out another plate soon. He'll be fine behind me."
We got a story, but I'm not going to take it away. So we got to wait for a call.
Oh,
real story about a buffet.
Oh, anyways, my take on buffets. I love buffets. I think buffets are the best. Okay, especially all you can eat, and I love them. I think they're amazing.
Waste of money.
Do you tip your server at a buffet?
If they clean my plates off my table, sure.
Do you tip when you go to takeout?
When I go to pick it up, no.
Yeah, it's
how can you do takeout buffet? Oh, you're just asking takeout. Sorry.
Because it asked me that. Do you want to for what? Why is everything asking me if I want to pay extra for tipping For what?
Well, that whole tipping thing where like you go up to a deli counter and they have the tip jar. I mean, that didn't exist 40, 50 years ago. It just started,
No, people just
recently.
did it.
I
They
mean,
said somebody in Florida said that they got charged $2 extra for the rim of salt on their margarita. Oh,
I got,
what was that?
It's called a phone call. I'm going to take it. We're going to take a phone call here.
we think we are.
Well, you're on the air with Raw Live. Oh, maybe you're not. Yeah, we are. You're on the air with Raw Live.
Am I calling into the mental health awareness?
Yes, you are.
How can we help you, sir? You need any meds?
I'm calling. I got this weird link in my phone. My name is Claude, and I thought I'd click on it because is this primary care? I'm looking for to schedule a lobotomy.
Oh, yes, sir. So far, we're going to put you right after the president. He's scheduled to come in here next Tuesday for one as well. We'll put you right in after him.
I hope it's Trump you're talking about. He needs something.
Dr. Phil's buddy looks fine to me. You won't see the other guy on anything talking for a while.
I am Joanne's worst.
No such thing.
Who's Dr. Phil's buddy?
We're all equal here.
No, we're not.
Oh,
No, we're not.
How's your bank account?
Better than I.
you tell me the question. Do you take Medicare?
I use Medicare, and it sucks.
Medicare. Oh my God! So I'm curious. In all seriousness, so I see the four of them are chatting on this podcast, and you are what off to the side?
What?
Hello.
Yeah, we're
me?
here. Oh,
Oh,
here.
God.
He's back. He's got his TV on or something.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm right here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, there you are.
Yep.
Go ahead, Teal.
Okay.
What?
This is silly.
I thought I had a serious question.
Yeah. Oh, Todd's. Are you fielding?
If anything, I'm calling with any seriousness here.
Oh, okay.
As I said, I'm calling to schedule a lobotomy.
Todd does them by himself too, so you're in good hands. And look at the.
I know,
Look where he's.
You need to promise you'll disinfect the scalpel before you do it.
Yeah, look at where he's parked.
I use my bare hands and my toes.
Yeah, he's got a toenail that.
It'll rip you right open.
Did I even call the right number? Yeah, no, I did. It's the right number. So, where the fuck is it? Upstate New York, right?
Yeah, 716 Trump.
716 Trump.
I'm sorry, it was there. Boom, boom.
We're going to have to ask you to bring your best.
He started. I am not a Trumper. I'm not deluded. I'm a left winger. I am.
That's fine.
Yes, you are a left winger.
That's all we like around here, Americans. You can like whoever you like.
I like the American flag.
You are allowed your own vote, sometimes even two.
Flyer flag, just don't be an asshole. Is that what they say?
I like that.
No.
Yeah.
That's what Pink says, and I love Pink. She's a Biden supporter. She said, she goes, flyer flag, don't be an asshole.
I am a Trump opponent.
Okay, hey, that's a better way of putting it. I like it. I like it. What about you, Todd?
I believe in democracy, not autocracy. I believe in common sense.
Yes.
Not cultism.
That's a
and Joanne will tell you, I'm a pain in the ass.
Oh, it is. Morning coffee is fun. Actually, this is my husband for 40
you were
years.
pain in the ass too.
That guy has been in politics for 50 years. Then how do you like him?
Who?
Biden.
I don't know.
Wait. Tommy D's got to say something.
Well, yeah. If you were to say, so do you think he's done great things?
I'd like to ask the caller.
I have an answer for that, but I'm allowed to speak.
Yeah, go ahead.
Speak.
So Biden may not get everything right. He may slur his words, and he's fucking too old. But Biden does for our country. What's the alternative? I will be your fucking dictator on day one? Don't take my word for it. Listen to the guy who says, I wish my people would behave like that when he looks at what Xi is doing with China. Common sense.
China.
You really have to have your eyes closed. There is no choice. This is not Hillary Clinton versus Trump, where you might want to give a businessman who we in New York know from the 80s. The guy is a con man, and it's well known. The rest of the country knows him as the apprentice, which is a fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there is no choice here. Even if Biden dies and Kamala takes over the rest of his presidency, there is either you want to live under an autocracy, which won't happen day one, or you believe in what this republic was founded on. And to me, there is no choice. And not voting for Biden is a big effing mistake. You hear me, wife?
I'm saying you.
You know,
I think he makes great points, and I think the exact same thing can be said about Trump. The exact same
There you
argument.
go.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't.
Go
I
argue
mean,
with him.
you can
I'm
feel
sick
the
of it in morning coffee.
you can feel that exact same way. But I sit here and I mean, I applaud him for thinking that is the way.
Well, it's a different view.
No, yeah, great.
I like a different view.
I think he just described Donald Trump.
I just think that,
yeah, right.
I don't know.
And remember,
Yeah,
thanks to our Supreme Court,
yeah,
who you've been keeping news. A third of it is like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You don't live by ethical codes that are imposed upon every judge in this country, except for the Supreme Court. And as a result, my wife is a second-class citizen in this country, as is all women. They do no longer have the right on their own body. Pardon me.
How about the 4 years that they said Trump would be in a war, and here we are in a war, funneling money to Ukraine.
Oh, right. He's right. You're right. I'm going to sit there and I'm going to appease Putin. I'm going to appease Z. And oh yes, let me do what no other president's ever done and step into North Korea. You got it. We didn't have a war. You got it. Let's go back to the 1930s or the 1940s, where America was in an isolation frame of mind. And let's remember about World War II. Let's remember about the 6 million Jews who got incinerated. Let's remember how that is a wrong course. America needs to propagate the Western society of democracy, not autocracy. I will leave this country if this asshole wins. We all know if he shouldn't win. He's never won before in terms of the popular vote.
Oh God, get this guy off!
And Whoopi Goldberg said that, and she didn't leave.
You can hang up on me anytime you want. But
No, we like it.
Speak my.
Yeah, no, we wouldn't. I mean,
I'm leaning back. Listen,
hey,
I'm enjoying this.
we like people who don't agree with us. It's the only way. That's why when he goes to another country and meets somebody who fucking hates us, I have a lot of respect for that, because that's something I would do as a regular person. I would go and try to see that person. So it looks good to me in my eyes. Maybe it's all bullshit, but hey, I don't see anyone else making that sort of an effort as a human.
Yeah,
that's where I'm. He is more human to me than anybody else on that other side. I look at all that with Biden. They're all the same. Listen, they all start their little charities. They all take everybody's money. Obama's the richest son of a bitch in the world almost, and he had nothing. But for what? After he becomes the president, now he's a billionaire? Come on, that can't happen. So you got that. I just look at them as all the same.
Are you? Wait a minute. Did you say that Trump, if he won, he wouldn't get deity?
No, I never said that at all.
Excuse me?
I didn't say that. No. I just said I don't believe that to be a fact as of yet. But
you think our Constitution? In other words, you're saying our Constitution will protect us?
No,
yes or no?
Who will protect us is us. We the people are the Constitution. We've had to do this before.
So we're going to go out in the streets. We're going to go out in the streets and do what they did to the Capitol, but we'll do it on a bigger thing if we feel that Trump is
I wouldn't. No.
is behaving against Constitution and we're going to go out in the streets and fight? Okay, I
wouldn't do that, no.
I hope not.
I know. Me personally,
Okay,
no. But you got to agree that there's nuts on both sides. Both sides have those kind of
No,
morals.
I don't agree. I do not agree.
I mean,
I
come on.
agree only one guy who's fighting for the country and there's one guy who's fighting for himself. That's the way I see it. Trump is not here for us.
The Second Amendment protects us.
And the First Amendment protects us. The reason that we are allowed
And I guess all these $400 million. The fact that he just got convicted for another 34 felonies. None of that means anything. The entire fucking justice system on the local, federal level, they don't have it right. It's all a freaking political game.
Well, it was a setup. If you actually followed the trial at all, it wasn't actual. It was pretty much set up. If you were to put yourself in those shoes, you had no chance either. That was the thing.
You're right. I would be in jail already.
No, you can't say no one else has paid some kind of and has never got caught and they're in prison for a felony. No one. Name me one. Give me one. One. Just one. You can't.
Can't hear you. Get this man off the show.
I just want one.
Just one.
That's the thing. Like even Dr. Phil, if you watch the Dr. Phil episode, great episode. Neutral. He wants both.
Yes,
everybody.
Dr. Phil. Yeah, he's the best authority.
I didn't say
you
the
got
best. I used to hate him.
Like,
but he comes
you
in.
like Rand Paul. How about Rubio? How about Navarro? How about I can go down the list. There's about 24. I don't have them all in my head.
I would agree. I agree.
Standing Americans?
No.
Agreeing with you. Shut up.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think our politicians.
I'm not going to shut up.
No, don't shut up. I don't think our politicians on the Republican side are great either. I agree. They both suck. But if we're going to put Trump against Biden, me personally, I can't go this route again because you guys spent so many years trying to put the dude in jail. You put him in now for 40. He's a felon. 34 felonies. No, you can't give me one other person. And I know somebody else out there is paid for sex since it's the oldest thing.
Excuse me. How about Epstein? How about what's his name? The fucking the guy who just got off for charges.
He's not running for
Weinstein, I think.
Oh, Weinstein. They're all scumbags.
No president in our country has ever been convicted of a felony. Not one.
Yeah, what other person has ever been convicted of those felonies? None. This was a sham case. As a person who follows court cases, this was a whole setup. Oh, it was.
Excuse me. The reason he has felonies on this one is regular. Excuse me. I'm going to speak now.
Yeah,
the reason he's got this is because the man was using these fake transactions to alter an election. If it was just like any other real estate guy or whatever you want to say who committed these crimes, it would have been a misdemeanor. Nobody goes to jail. Nothing. You pay a fine. You move along. This guy used this to alter the fucking outcome of the 2016 election. Had he not done this and this shit had come out on top of the let me grab you by the fucking pussy shit, which no president should have the right to say.
The one dude got a good job in the Oval Office. He had a BJ in the Oval Office.
Who?
Yes.
I want to do that.
What are we talking about? We can't just say one or the other.
When can I?
And they also went after.
How about they all?
Why do you have?
How about they all?
What about John Kennedy? What did John Kennedy do? I mean, come on.
Wait a minute. You sit here and you sound like. Look at what this other guy does. You are well
says no one wins when you talk politics. Excuse me, sir.
Looking at what this guy did. This guy called Donald J. Trump. He is the worst fucking human being on this planet. And I will tell you that I only hope he gets embarrassed on the world stage after he loses the election, because the bottom line is we have to vote him as a non-winner. We know he's going to declare the fucking thing is rigged like he did in 2020. He took 6 months prior to the election to say, if I win, good. If not, it's already rigged. Pardon me, no president of mine has to justify anything like that. And I have news for you, there is no comparison. They're all corrupt. Some are more corrupt than others. I hear my wife say that and dismiss it by distracting and diverting. Well trained, go back to Fox News, and I exaggerate. Go back to Fox News. Remember, over almost $750 million because they lie. Reporting this news. I'm going off because I'm pissed. But there is no comparison.
Well,
Comparison between
all I know is whoever wins, I'm not really going to get that upset about it.
Yeah.
Oh, I am very upset. I love my country.
Adios, sayonara.
I'm a dual national citizen. I love my country.
I do.
This bullshit resolved years ago, and it hasn't been. And to hear anybody try to neutralize what this asshole is doing.
I can't even go to the hotel next to my freaking house because there's immigrants all over it, boxed in with all these goddamn cops. That's never happened.
I wish I could be on the.
I'm in the lowest.
If you saw my eyes right now, you would call the police.
I'm in the lowest crime rate area of my town. Okay, my town is the lowest. It has been creeping up since we've let these people all over in here. The borders are wide open. They've never been this bad.
Yeah. Okay. Again, you can give all kinds of reasons. Was the border, if you want to talk about it, was the border a problem as of 2020, or was the border a problem as of 2000?
Both.
It's been a problem for a lot of years.
I mean,
Right, it's been a problem.
Long before.
whether it's a Republican administration, Democratic, we all know that the border with South America, Mexico being in between, has been a problem for decades.
And I don't think we honestly want to fix it because that's where a lot of our drugs come from. So I agree with you that nobody
Absolutely.
actually really wants to fix it. I would agree with you.
I mean, to sit there and feed into, I think you're right in that the numbers coming across the border illegally are higher now. But that is because this fucking administration, the previous one and 2 or 3 previous to that, have not funded our border security. It is not Biden's only. It's not only on Biden, it's on Trump. What did Trump do? Right. I remember now. Children.
All right, so wait a minute. Can I just say what a comment came in? Stop this, man.
You're right. Trump had a lower immigration problem than Biden does. Because you know what?
Can I say something? I haven't.
Not at all.
Can somebody else say something?
I haven't said anything in a while.
Yeah.
Can you just make the dude
No,
a
I'm doing
sandwich?
exactly what Joanne didn't ask me.
Just
You got the money.
Can you?
We're not-
Oh, wait.
make him a sandwich.
He needs one. He needs more than a sandwich. He needs a head.
Joanne,
You jump off stage and go make him a sandwich.
Excuse me, sir, but somebody made a comment in here which totally changes this subject a little bit. It's still politics, but
Go ahead.
Harry Ball Sr. here said pretty much every president in my lifetime has talked about doing stuff for veterans, and none of them have come through. I am now a veteran who cannot get any military disability because of politics.
That's actually true. We've all shit the sheets on veterans.
We have,
Trump, in fact, I think Trump did some good shit when it came to the VA.
look at that.
He did things. He did some positive. I also like what Trump did with China. I do.
China.
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 Not China.
China.
Which is not far from.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't understand how we send all these kids over to war and then they come home wounded and they don't have the best hospitals to go to at all. They should be the best hospitals.
Yeah, it's like the
I mean,
movie.
quite-
You're right. been going on for decades.
It's not
Yep,
really
even
that.
my dad.
We got a cat butt in the camera.
Yeah.
We've had it all
Now that's
tonight.
common sense to me.
We've
Like,
had multiple phone calls and cat butt. And,
I wish I could get on and my eyes. You'd understand.
no, we
Take
did.
this guy out. Have a
All
shot.
right, enough.
Well, I
Can
do-
we got another call coming through.
On that note, I do.
I love you guys. It was fun. I've never done this before.
Well,
If I may, unless I'm
well, we like your passion, and I'll get her to make you sandwiches more. Claude,
she doesn't make it very good.
oh, he says
She doesn't.
he's-
I love my wife. She's been at it for 40 years. Cooking is not her forte.
Well,
Nope. Nope.
Yeah.
It is not.
now we know she.
And by the way, before I say goodbye to you all, it was really fun. She's a trumper. Bye.
Wow.
Ouch. Low blow, and now you still got to make him a sandwich after. Look at that. You're screwed. from
Wow,
the
man.
start.
that was good
awesome.
stuff.
That's some passion.
I'm sweating in the palms right now. I'm afraid to vote.
I am.
That's that anger.
I got an inspired serial killer looking for me still.
I know.
And Todd's a good debater.
Yeah, he sure is. Panama
Hey,
Red.
I live for
Both
this.
are
I miss
good.
buffets. I want to go to all-you-can-eat buffet right now.
Well, speaking about that, the dessert, I got to go get the desserts at the buffet for you guys. Hold on a second.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, what
Oh,
do
you
make
got
the
to.
soul
soul
Oh,
part
you know,
there?
this really one day I'm coming there. I want some
He's a
dessert.
chef.
I don't cook.
Yeah. It's what we
Hey,
do
If
here.
listen,
anybody's
my
ever
kids-
eaten at Salad
my
Wars, you have
kids-
had a meal from Tom.
Yeah, definitely.
My kids cook salad. When you stop that.
It's another call.
Yeah, it's another call.
All right.
You're on the air with RAWW Live.
Hi, everyone.
Sue the Legion.
Oh, holy! I love
That
carrot
was
cake.
hysterical.
Oh my
Oh,
carrot cake!
Delicious.
Wow.
Look at this.
Ooh.
That's all they had.
Make those.
Hey,
I mean, if that's all they had at the VA,
yeah,
I would go.
the last table ate the chocolate banana
I'm
cream
telling you.
pie on you, Frankie.
Oh,
So
I love
Oh,
chocolate.
and by the way, Gary Ball, thank you for your
I
service.
put the sprinkles on the brownies because my grandson likes sprinkles.
Aw.
Oh, my God, Joanne. You missed out on everything. I'm going to send you some almond pastry, and you and I are going to eat them on the air.
Look at that. Make
I want
those.
pictures.
I love
No,
some carrot cake.
No, bottom.
Joanne. No.
Prefab. Well, we got them from. Well,
What the hell is going on?
Olson's Bakery
I don't know.
in Williamsville.
Looks good though.
What the hell is going on with the buffet talk?
oh yeah.
Oh
we
yeah,
were-
the buffet talk. Come on,
Yeah,
Susie Q.
we got trumped by the the buffet talks.
Man, I wasn't even ready for that. I had no stats or nothing.
well,
Right.
you
Good stuff.
I'd throw you on stage in a pinch. You did all right.
You did all right, baby.
We love Claude.
Yeah, you watch enough YouTube. Like in YouTube at 3 a.m. Oh, that's where I get all my info from.
I like to
Well,
talk and debate.
listen,
I don't.
YouTube has some good info. Come on.
And look, we both
You
walked
can learn
away.
a lot.
I
You
know.
can learn how to build a bomb on it.
Yeah.
So
Well, we both walked away with two or three common things
Yeah.
that we both.
Oh wait, a real conversation? Is it? Is that?
yeah,
Is,
that was a real
millennial?
conversation.
I got attacked on TikTok because I called millennials lazy. I got attacked. I was on there 20 minutes and I was getting someone threatened to come and find me with GPS.
Wow.
And I was like, you think that's a good idea?
Keyboard warriors.
Yeah. Yeah. I got a few of them too. I got some haters here locally. I always got eyes on me. I think there's a drone over my house all the time. Maybe that's why my landlord keeps raising my rent. She's trying to squeeze me out. Anyways, she doesn't like me. But yeah, she probably does. I don't really know. I pay my rent on time, so I guess she likes me.
I mean, that's all I care about.
Yeah, they put their money.
Right.
Yeah.
You guys are chewing your food over here. It's all sticky, and you probably want a glass of milk.
I got a drink.
And guess what? I don't have milk.
My voice just changed though.
Yeah, that was a hell of a debate. I feel like we should have had some sort of moderator, and I'm sitting here going, I don't say.
I know, right?
I was trying to be like, can you just go make this dude a sandwich?
I think a lot of us who have this political difference
I think he's gonna feel better.
agree on a lot more than we think we do.
I think the
Well,
country is a lot divided.
Oh, see,
Because-
I'm trying to go the other way, Tom.
Well, yeah. I think
Because
I
I've seen
think
what the division can do. And it's
See-
not good because both sides get way too fucking worked up.
But
dude.
Frankie and I had a conversation about politics earlier today,
Well,
and
man.
it was getting somewhat heated.
No, it
because
didn't
it just doesn't.
it doesn't. It's hard to talk because from what I took that whole time, Sue. If you didn't notice, I was probably the first time I've done this show where I actually kept my mouth shut longer than 5 minutes.
This might be the best show.
Yeah, because I kept my
Yeah.
mouth shut.
I'm just kidding.
I listened and I see two different points of view. It's one view looking through the goggles on the outside underwater, and one side looking through the goggles with them on correctly.
What?
And I don't mean that in a rude way. I mean, God,
Bifocals.
Well, once you get Claude going, man, he's not stopping. He's
Wow.
very passionate.
I can
Oh
tell.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean
geez.
that venom.
Ooh,
That was some venom.
that's a pain right there.
That was like built up. That was like a pressure cooker.
And Joanne,
Yes.
fuck the sandwiches. Make the man a blueberry pie
Yeah.
or cherry pie.
Yeah.
Cherry
No,
pie.
you have to make
about-
it, and I'll come get it, and then I'll bring it back down to him.
How about some warm apple pie?
Oh, you always say that.
I'm still waiting for pastries. In the
I
morning.
make great apple pie.
Oh, I love
No,
apple
she
Your
pie.
makes
house
better
is good
cherry
beef.
pie. She makes
I
good.
can only
apple
imagine being in
I
that
love
house.
cherry pie.
during
Cherry
the
pie and
election.
apple
pie.
pie are
Claude,
my shit.
that's
And
Claude's
chocolate
fave.
banana cream pie. Chocolate, but if you can make a mean chocolate banana cream pie, anyone out there listening, if you're, I love them. You can send them to me.
I like a key lime and a lemon meringue.
Oh, I love
Those are
key
the-
lime.
The lemon meringue.
Yep. See,
I make a mean lemon meringue pie. I've never done the other one,
You just got Todd's juices flowing.
and I make great cherry pie.
I
You
like
know, she
cherry
makes
pie.
phenomenal
Pumpkin pie?
cherry pie.
That's a good song. She's my cherry pie. Warren,
Yeah.
remember that song?
Yep.
Oh.
She's my cherry pie.
we were
So
just
Sue
like
has a
that.
story for us on about buffets.
Yes.
See, I don't like
Sue,
buffets, and you want to know why I don't
Oh
like
my God,
buffets?
yeah.
I love buffets. I don't care if they're
I
dirty.
don't like them.
My brother actually got kicked out
Oh,
of
man.
a all-you-can-eat buffet because he ate too much.
He was there for
I got asked to leave
Wow.
You've been here for 4 hours.
I thought that was.
because he ate too much.
Full hour. I like that. Who
That's
said
so
that?
true.
Todd's over there shoveling it in still.
Too much ambrosia salad.
You bring your own fork.
What's wrong with your eye?
I don't know why they had to be Chinese.
I didn't do
It
that.
could have been anyone at the buffet table.
What-
What kind of buffet did he get kicked out at? Ponderosa?
Just a regular, like a regular buffet. It was in the city in Toronto, and he got asked to leave. We were out having dinner, and
We were
we were sitting there watching him eat.
did the oot. We were
And he got kicked out.
got kicked out.
Did he have his all-you-can-eat pants on?
What?
Wow.
My grandpa used to throw-
Remember on Simpsons?
We were out in the boat.
I just like buffets because you can grab a clean plate every time. If you don't like something, you don't have to
Yeah.
worry about it. You just put it at the end of the
So
table.
what was your favorite thing on like Old Country Buffet?
Macaroni and cheese.
But everybody makes macaroni.
Yeah.
Not like the buffets. And the chocolate pudding out of the can.
Oh, wow.
Mm,
Hell yeah. And the carved turkey. That's it.
I like that crappy ice cream that came out of the machine.
Oh yeah, the icy cream. It's not real ice cream.
I don't care.
It's water. It's like water and powder.
Actually, that's
Fine.
pretty good stuff.
Yeah,
I like
it
that.
is.
Like
I
a
don't
Dairy
care what
Queen
it
is.
Yeah, and they ate it in Niagara Falls.
Soft serve.
Yeah.
McDonald's soft serve.
And you had the sprinkles.
If they're
too,
open,
put on
I mean,
there.
good luck getting one.
We
Yeah,
got.
the sprinkles.
The machine is
Put
closed.
the sprinkles on there.
That's what I call a guy at
I
work.
can't. I just can't.
Why?
Sprinkles.
I can do this all day. I just can't. I can't do it. I can't anymore. I can't anymore.
There's self-control.
Now I want to go to Dairy Queen and get a curl on top.
Oh, we have a place called Marvell's that's very, very popular, and it's delicious.
Carvel's.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yum.
Yum.
Yum, yum,
who
yum.
knows Marvell? It is the best.
Yes. Oh, my God, yes.
Long Beach,
Oh.
New York.
Sue,
Yep.
you just sounded like you were
Ap-
like, I don't know. It was cool.
happy. Hey, after a whole day out at the beach, you got to stop at Marvell
Yeah.
and have banana ice cream or
You know
banana sherbet.
You know what I
so
like?
good.
Banana sherbet. Wow.
Ooh, that sounds pretty good.
Oh,
Actually.
they have
Banana
all
ice
kinds of
cream.
stuff there.
Ew.
Oh, they just brought that out at.
I love fake banana. Like the fake banana candy. That shit's great.
Oh, I used to
The fake- the fake-
banana Bonomo Turkish toffee. Anybody remember that?
Yes, I do.
Bonamo, yes.
Banana runts.
You guys
I like
wouldn't.
salt.
You're too young.
The banana runts.
How do you know I'm too young? I got called a baby boomer on TikTok.
Yeah, well,
I was like,
that person who called you a
The baby
baby
boomer.
boomer was,
Well,
you
so
know,
I'm a
just
boomer.
like, here's a cute real story. You know, I own a business that's a recreational facility, and some guy had fainted, right? And
Whoa.
my son was there, and he comes running. Some old guy passed out or had a heart attack, and some old guy had a heart attack in the cafeteria.
It
I
had
go
be
up
an
to
old-
our manager and I said, so, you know, what
Discriminatory.
old guy passed out? So he goes, oh, he's 42 years old. So, you know,
Oh,
to a 20-year-old or an 18-year-old, 42 is old.
No wonder my farts stink so bad because I'm 46 at the end of July. I leave some dusters. The other night I farted so bad that I woke up thinking I was having a dream, but it was actually real. And I got up and I had to like stop, drop, and roll out of my room and go like put some cologne under my nose. I'm not kidding. It really happened. I have weird dreams. I wake up and like have conversation with people and I know I'm awake, but I finish my statements at least.
Never med for that.
Yeah, no. I stopped taking it. Can you tell? I fucking talk to myself, man. The walls are closing in on me, man.
Yeah, we got to open them up.
I haven't seen a naked woman in 5 years. It does a job on
They
my
had
mind.
Playboy, you know.
You sound like every married man out there.
I never had the magazine. I can close my eyes and go to places without buying a magazine or watching porn. I don't.
Oh, you still have an imagination?
Yeah, I do. It's from all the meds.
Okay, we're getting a little.
Well, I didn't say anything.
Yeah, we're just talking about imaginations.
I want some lemon ice.
Those are good.
Yeah,
Cherry ice I like better.
Yeah, cherry's definitely better. But lemon will do when the cherries run out, like the Luigi packs. When you
Mhm.
get the combo of cherry and lemon, when the cherry run out, the lemon work. But you don't pick the lemon first.
You get them both when they're 2 for $5.
So,
Ooh, I heard a beep.
Anyways.
What happened?
Sue, you know what? We're gonna cut you off, and we're gonna take another call. This is like a record.
All right,
breaking night.
cool.
This is
Awesome.
record breaking. And it's
See you later, guys.
About breaking records.
Yeah, you're on the RAWW Live Show.
Todd.
Si, senor.
Who is this?
This is Todd.
Gary.
Hey, Gary, thank you for your service and your comment, Gary. We appreciate it.
Hi, Gary.
Hey, no problem.
What do you got?
Wanted to elaborate a little bit on my military comment in regards to our president, present
yeah.
and past.
Okay.
Yeah.
Presidents every year, they come up and they go for election, you know, every 4 years and whatever. And they're like, we're going to do this for our veterans. We're going to do that for our veterans. And none of them have come through with any of their promises. Personally speaking, Todd, you know me for a long time. I served from 85 to 91. When I first went in the military, it was when you get out of the military, you have 100% health care the rest of your life, blah, 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 blah. Our government has changed that over the years to now it is all income based. So whatever you get when you get out of the military, whatever job you may have, that is how they base on what they cover as far as your health care goes.
Wow.
Right.
And for me personally, back in 1987, while I was still active duty, I started having anxiety, panic attacks. I went to the hospital. I thought I was dying. And the hospital, the military hospital, said, and it's in my records, that I had an upper respiratory infection. I had panic attacks from 1987 until 2007 when I had a massive heart attack, had triple bypass, ended up having a D-fib put in.
Jeez.
And
they put me on citalopram, which is an anti-anxiety medicine. Now, they said that it was anxiety. But now I am fighting the VA to get VA disability. Right now I'm 0%. I don't get nothing from the military. My medical care is all based on my income now, which is nothing more than Social Security disability. So, with that being said, I'm having to fight and jump through hoops to try and get some disability, but because it isn't in my records that I had anxiety and panic attacks back in 1987, I don't get nothing.
Because it's not considered pre-existing based on your previous, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, and they play that game too. They played that game with me for a lot. You have to get like all these pre-authorizations and shit to get medication when the doctor prescribes it to you. It's like, well, the doctor prescribed it. He's authorizing it, obviously, or he wouldn't fucking prescribe it. But then you have to fight with the, you know, I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's right in my records that, you know, from when I had my heart attack in 2007, it's prescribed due to anxiety and panic attacks.
Yeah.
But yet the military, the VA in and of itself will not justify that to go back into, you know, back to 1987. And I was told, now I was a cook in the Army, and in being a cook, we were close with the medics, supply, mechanics, everybody that worked in what we call garrison jobs. And I knew a lot of the medics who I spoke to numerous times, because after the initial episode, it continued to happen. These panic attacks, anxiety attacks. And I would talk to them. What is this? What's going on? And the NCO in charge of our unit actually came right out and told me, he goes, that's anxiety. He goes, that's a panic attack. He goes, but the military will not diagnose you as having that, because next thing you know, everybody's claiming to have it. So guess who gets screwed in the wrong end?
You know,
People
great
who
point.
actually have it.
Great point that he brings up there, because I had major back surgery a couple years ago, and I have a neurological disease that's debilitating. Eventually, I'm gonna probably decay and bend over and be in a wheelchair in like 2 years. But to get pain meds, they put me through the ringer, and I'm like, I got MRIs, I got doctors and diagnosis, all this stuff, and I got to go through all this crap to get pain pills. And these other people go like Nurse Jackie and smash your hand with a hammer, and they get oxycodone all day long. And I'm sitting here going, I don't understand. I got it. You know, it's one of those things. It's like people that abuse it, that don't need it, screw people that need it.
Yeah, the people that steal, and then the prices go up.
And that's another thing.
Misuse.
And that's another thing.
That's
you
why
know,
I don't take
like
meds
you
anymore. I
guys
just don't care. I'm going to be in pain. Whatever. Cool.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I mean, you guys were covering the mental health and all that. And I mean, believe me, during my time in the military, I served at the beginning of the first Gulf War. So, I mean, I had personal friends who were over there. My ex son-in-law served in Afghanistan. It's a real deal. But the unfortunate part is that I also know on the other side of the coin, there's a lot of guys and women from the military who they're playing the game.
Oh yeah, because
they think,
they fake it.
Oh, I have
PTSD.
I'm having this dream, or I'm having this nightmare, and the next thing you know, they're getting 100% from the government. And I don't know if any of you guys know. I mean, you might know, Theo, but you know, a person that gets 100% VA disability from the government, it's $4,000 a month.
Whoa.
Okay, I've been living on $1,500 a month disability since 2007.
Wow.
Tell me that would not be a life changer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't know why all veterans aren't taking better care of. I really
Yeah,
understand.
that's well.
Dude,
That is one of our problems.
And
You can't blame the politicians either. It's not all the politicians.
I'm sure you
There's
can.
well, you can, but there's a lot of groups and people that are against it, and they hold things up and they snag things up, and all these promises
lobbyists.
can be made. Yeah, right, exactly. I didn't know. I'm not a politics guy, but there's
at
always
the
a
end of the-
snag.
at
You know,
the end of
people that don't deal with the fucking mental
at
health
the end of the
issues,
day,
right?
Mhm.
The people that don't have mental health issues in that way, or have been in combat or overseas in war or in the military, they're the ones making the decisions and holding it up for the people that need the help. It's the money. It costs money, and they don't want to spend money. Cheap.
at the end of the day, anybody running for office, they can sit up there and they can promise the world.
That's right.
And
That's
exactly to what you just said, it's not them alone, because even a president has to jump through hoops to get
Thank you.
stuff that they want put into place.
Right.
That's right.
You know, made active.
Yep.
Good point.
So,
Yep.
Thank
I
you
told
for your
before
time.
Who runs this country? The railroads.
Oh boy. Go ahead,
Boy.
Theo.
No, I mean, there's only a few
Thank you,
people.
Gary.
The next,
Thank you,
thank you, Gary, and thank you for your service. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Thank
Thank
you,
you
man.
for your service.
This is great. I love this show.
Yeah.
I love not talking.
They all got to jump in.
Is it a
What?
first?
For me,
What?
not
Is it a
talking.
first for
Oh, for
Frankie
him
not
not
talking?
that much.
We got more than one phone call.
There you go.
That's like amazing.
Great
And
show.
Look what time it is. Look what time
wow.
it is.
It's past my bedtime. I'm old. I'm old according to the TikToker watch.
Boomer.
Stop it.
Wait till I put some reels up this week and I call them lazier. Be like, you guys still haven't got a job? You're still stalking me?
I know a lot of young kids at work.
Yeah, tell them to get on TikTok. I'll be out of them.
They probably are, but
Little pricks.
I like the kids at my work.
Tell them to get in their safe space and warm up.
Hey,
Little bastards.
each their own.
No,
We need
anyways.
a little bit more of to each their own.
Yeah, teach their own.
Try to focus on the good.
Like my
You know,
favorite music.
Instead of saying, hey, look at that guy's shitty ass hair, just say, hey, something positive. I don't know. I'm not a positive guy either.
And Darlene Wow said, great job, Gary. So I agree. Yes, I think we
Yeah,
need to be kinder, but you know what I'm going to start talking about?
Oh
What
no.
we can talk about next time as to why we're not so kind anymore.
Yeah.
Good topic for next week. I will
COVID.
write that down.
Because of COVID.
Yes, please take notes. We've
COVID.
taken God out of everything.
Oh boy.
We have.
Yep.
I got to get my family member in here, the one that preaches the word of
Yep,
God.
we have.
they call-
And the 10 Commandments. And, you know,
Get him on the show. We'll all fall asleep.
Well, hey, we can mute him.
I don't know. I can argue that point about Pete and putting God in things. I don't know.
A lot of people can argue against that.
A lot of wars were started. A lot of people were killed in the name of God.
Almost all
that's
of the wars.
right. That's what, religion is what started the wars. See, I believe, I
What?
kind of think,
What else is worth fighting for?
let me
I
finish.
said, what else is worth fighting for?
Right.
So, all right, Joe, finish. We'll let you talk for a minute. Go ahead.
Well, I'm separating out religion and God, because
How do you do
religion is the way that you practice things, but God, is he there? Do you believe in him? Do you, we're just taking out the whole spirituality of things. See, so
Yeah.
because religion is different. I sometimes I have two nasty comments. My first nasty comment is God created man in his, in his light,
Image.
in his
Don't
image.
say
Thank you. In his
set Claude
image, right? And he did it as a test to see
Yeah.
how long it would take man to destroy himself.
Well,
So
taking a while.
yeah, it's taken a while, but it's coming.
Really scheme of
I'm on 46 years and I still haven't destroyed
Yeah, but
myself. It's taking fucking forever.
No, but
Yeah,
look
but
at,
we haven't-
and
humans
again,
haven't been on this planet long.
what
What?
Todd?
Humans haven't been on this planet long.
No, Bigfoot has.
He'll always be here.
Bigfoot.
Did you know,
Tom?
Because I'm a big Bigfoot addict, I would say.
I was wondering where he was going.
I learned this, Tom, that the special forces in the military are briefed on Bigfoot. They're not briefed on aliens. They're not briefed on anything like that, but they are briefed on Bigfoot.
Why?
Exactly, Tom. Bam.
Bam. I said bam. Did you do the mic drop? Oh, you can't. You can't drop the mic.
Nope.
Bam. Yeah.
Why? I asked the same question, Tom. Why? I've never seen him either, Tom. Why?
Song. That's a good song. That's a song too. Why?
Yeah. Why ask why?
Yeah.
Because
Why ask why?
asking why, you'll learn a lot. And we appreciate everybody who's called today. Thank you very
definitely.
much.
Yeah, definitely. We ran over time here. It's been a great show. But everyone out there, thanks for listening. Thanks for all the calls. Claude, you were awesome. I'm certain that we're gonna get a separate phone line for him to let him get his steam out every week. That was pretty cool.
Really.
Make him a sandwich before the show next week, though.
I'll sleep good tonight.
He sounded hangry, not just angry.
Oh man, we should call Claude the Viper.
He needs a buffet.
Well, I don't know about
sneeze
that,
guards, man.
Now you guys are the chefs, so you make him a sandwich, mail it down.
Did not sound very inviting and libertarian to me.
This is stupid. This was the best show for me because I got to sit here and just listen to a bunch of bullshit.
I know.
I just enjoyed watching the Claude show.
Yeah.
Listen, Claude, that was great. Man, he was just wow.
He was
the Claude hour.
The Claude hour.
Claude hour. We'll have him on next month. We'll call it Wednesdays or last Wednesday of every month. We'll have Claude on. Like Claude Claude. We gotta come up with a name with it. Yeah. Claude hour. We have the Claude hour. Just let him go fucking bananas for it. And we'll just all sit here and nod and act like
What pissed you off this week?
He's probably going to get angrier as November approaches.
Oh, I can only imagine that.
No, listen, I gotta live with him, and you should see our morning coffee.
If Todd's mom out there is still listening, can you please get him to really seriously prepare for this? Because he's walking into a fucking cheetah's den with Claude.
What do you mean? We did a great job.
Yeah, no, you did.
I applaud him. I appreciate it.
Have you seen the local politician? Well, I think she's from the southern tier, Claudia Tenney. They're showing anyway, she's a Trumper. They're showing They're showing the same reels of her with the same people from 2020. The same reels.
Oh,
then why she's not getting a new one?
Well, because she's probably hot, and they keep showing it over and over again.
Who knows?
No, but she's got the same guys in the bar that were there in 2020. We'll get some new people.
It's not from 2020, and they're just sort of like AIing it.
I've never seen it.
Well, she could be that hot, and they stick with her. I mean, I want to join the Latter-day Saints. I put an application, and they still haven't called me. See, they don't even want me. No church wants me.
Because those girls are just actors that you're seeing.
They're missionaries.
Yeah, right.
They're not actors. They're not.
You could be the master of universe, kind of like He-Man. You'd have the power of Numbskull.
Yeah.
Frankie wants a harem. That's what he wants. He wants to be the polygamist.
I want to be a polygamist. I just want to have choices.
What was that HBO program they had?
Big Love. I love
Big Love. That was it.
I would have the same setup. I'd have 4 backyards in one. I'd have schedules. And if this one was an asshole, okay, you know what? Go to sleep. I love you. And next door. I mean, how can you lose? I've already lost. My 2 marriages were fucking disasters. If I had a choice and I had somewhat of like a voice on top of a choice, that'd be pretty cool. I've never had a voice. I think it would be a good fit for me.
Are they all the wives going to have dress up like Laura Ingalls?
No,
of course she was hot.
Oh, they're going to look like Pink.
No, that's yeah. You know what? They will all dress like Pink. I'll have Pink 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Oh,
they'll be Pink number 1. You know,
she'll be really nice and over the top kind.
Yeah,
the other one will be meaner.
Yeah, I already told Tom the other day I would definitely let her beat the crap out of me.
There you go.
Because she goes on tour 3 months,
I mean,
4
there's
months.
people that pay for that.
I can heal up, and then she can come back, beat the hell out of me again.
Tom's a few years from
Beat
paying
the
for
hell
that.
out of you,
I would let her. Yeah, I think so.
like with fist and clubs and
Yeah.
kicking you.
Yeah, I've already been beat up by girls that suck at life. I would rather be beat up by a girl that's professional and got tons of money.
Better than you.
Yeah.
Take
She-
that.
Sense.
You worthless scum.
I have the best health
So
care.
you're
in the
into
world.
like the Dom.
No, I'm not.
You want to be the weakie.
No, but I would like Pink to beat me up.
Oh, just Pink.
Yeah. So
Okay, this is getting,
Well,
That's love.
I can't share my political view on. I like Pink.
I mean,
She's
not a political view.
You could put her on the voting,
yeah,
on the ballot
I would vote for her.
in November. Vote for Pink.
I'm
I'd vote
putting
for her.
Alfred E. Newman.
I'm gonna put.
Pretty.
I'm gonna put. I'm gonna put.
Tom.
I'm gonna put Todd on the ballot.
you should.
Yeah, Alfred E. Newman. Why not?
What about Todd? We'll put Todd on the ballot.
Might as well.
You might as well. You just had a great
Mouse
debate.
his point. I'm sorry.
That's all it takes.
You could've won. All you had to
Listen.
do in there was just throw a couple Chinas.
I mean, I can lie a lot too.
You're probably going to worm in your brain too.
Yeah.
You see, I don't
Jeffrey
know, I'm-
Dahmer. did that. That was awesome. I was sitting here going, man, I hate politics. but-
Franklin and I were looking at each other like,
Hey, fuck it, let him go. I mean, I don't gotta clean
Let
shit up.
him rip.
We're 6 hours away from each other. If they get out front, then I'll get our serial killer here to fucking take care of business.
I just wanted to prove that we don't all have to get nasty.
We don't, and we
Right,
didn't.
and we don't.
It was awesome.
And that's
That's
the
I've
whole,
Yeah, I've been the other way. You know it.
What other
Everyone knows me. Know that I've just went to the extreme side of bashing and calling people names and doing that kind of nonsense without even knowing who the other person I'm talking to is.
Yeah.
Now I'd rather just
take a step back and think.
it ain't, yeah, and hear what you have to say. Take it in. If I don't agree with it, it's not the end of the world, dude.
The end of the world's not here yet. Joe
No.
Biden hasn't gotten his way home to get the button and hit the nuke.
I don't know about
Gary,
you guys. I think this
can you
should. I think this
imagine?
should be. This should be election central for
No.
for Claude.
No.
No,
Yeah,
for
right.
Claude. For president.
Oh, hey, this is war room.
wait,
Oh, yeah.
Gary just said,
Char-
can you imagine the White House lawn if Todd became president?
Oh, shit. Never thought of that. It would have what kind of
Well,
sandwich?
no, well, Claude.
Would Claude approve of your
Oh.
lawn job?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Shit, that'd be great.
You would like Todd's lawn?
Oh yeah.
But what happens? What kind of sand would you top dress the White House with?
PGA.
Golf style.
Oh yeah,
You go all the way, huh?
you have to. I
Sweet.
Rio mow that sucker every day.
Well, you wouldn't have to do it.
Frankie could be the press secretary.
No,
Dude, let me tell you.
dude,
Yeah, no, fuck you. No.
I can't do this anymore, man. I don't have enough time in my day.
Yeah, I can't. I
I-
can't.
You are
Yeah.
fake news. You are fake news.
Anyways, wow. What a day. Anyways, everyone, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. We'll wrap it up here. Go to rawlive.com, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please like and share it. Also on
Vote
there.
for Claude. Vote
And
for Claude.
vote for Claude. Yeah.
Vote for
Claude.
Claude.
No. We should have a weekly political update from Claude.
Yes.
Yeah. We'll give them a time limit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 seconds.
Yeah, 4 seconds.
I'm just kidding. We'll give him like 6 or 8. We'll give him his little bit. But anyways, thanks for everybody for listening. It was a great time. Thanks for all the comments. Thanks, Gary, and everybody else. Even Tio's mom commented. That's a big deal. So we had an audience tonight. Thanks, everyone. We'll be here next week, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. See you then.
Adios.